Welcome to the first edition of the award-winning Tiger Basketball Report. I'm your host, Spiro Marikas, along with the head coach of the Tigers, Pat Scarry. And Coach, Monday or Tuesday night, November 9th, the season begins. And I know that you are in a much happier place today than you were last year as the season was getting ready to begin.
Yeah, guys have been great. They're really working hard. It's a really good group of guys. I mean, they're just great guys to be around. They work hard. They're good people. They're good students. So it's been fun. And you know, we've also, don't forget, it's been just a lot different. We've had a lot of normalcy as far as trying to develop everyday habits through routine.
Have you had more practices already this year than you had all of last year?
Yeah, it's not even close. It's not even close.
So I mean, we're talking the entire season.
Yeah, it's not even close. It's not even close. I mean, there's it's not even that's the type of practices. Last year we'd come back, it was a 6-7 week for safety purposes, reintroduction, you couldn't do a lot of contact or you had to limit. This week it was groups of 2 or then groups of 3. It's just different. It's thankfully, no, we've been able to practice. We're like any team. We're still working on stuff, and we've got stuff we certainly got to get better at. But we are in normal practice.
Well, that's very good to hear. All right, now you do have returners that are significant parts of your basketball team: Charles Thompson, Nick Timberlake, Jason Gibson, among those that are coming back that I'm sure will contribute fully. We know about those guys, but let's spend this episode talking a little about the new guys you have this year so fans can get acclimated. We'll go in numerical order as to how their uniform numbers are. We'll start with
all right, and then and then let's not forget Juwan Gray. He's been back.
And Juwan Gray, correct.
He has been back. I couldn't be more proud of a guy coming off an injury. He's been back full contact September 1, 8 months from a fully torn Achilles. That's unheard of.
And I know that he's someone that is very, very important in your locker room.
Yeah, he's world class.
All right. Antonio Rizzuto, transfer from Albany, who will be playing his former school game 1. Coincidence or no?
I mean, yeah, it's definitely a coincidence. We didn't schedule the game till after Antonio was here. But people are gonna love Antonio. He's a great guy. He obviously benefited from his time at being at a great institution like Albany. Yeah, he's a good player. He can shoot it. He really competes. He's strong. He's an excellent teammate. And he's got great energy every day. He's certainly gonna play a major role for us.
Yeah, he was averaged 12.5 points his last year at Albany and was second team All-America East Conference. So certainly quality coming there. Terry Nolan averaged 11.2 points at Bradley. Before that was at GW. Kind of killed the Tigers when they played GW a few years ago. But now Terry is in your fold. Tell us a little bit about Terry.
Yeah, it's both Terry and Antonio guys that we had recruited out of high school. It's great to have Terry back. Him and Antonio, they're actually lifting partners, and it's been a seamless transition with those two as leaders. Terry's strong, ultra gifted. Both those guys are committed defensively as well. They've got winning experience, successful experience. They're both really good players. I mean, Terry can do a little bit of everything, Spiro. On top of both those guys, they're gonna make a major impact for us on the court. They're just fun guys to be around every day. They love basketball. They love competing. So yeah, I'm excited to get a chance to finally coach those two guys.
Chase Parr, 6'10", also from GW, a former teammate of Terry's. He had 32 blocks in 30 games for GW, so he gives you a presence down low along with Charles Thompson.
Yeah, Chase is a great kid. Comes from a super family. He's as big a guy as we've had. He's all a 6'10" and 250. Has a nice skill package. As it comes together, will he play the 5, the 4? We think he's capable of playing both. Provides some versatility. he's good. He's a good player. Obviously, played right up the road with that Glenelg Country Day, and so yeah, Chase has a chance to make a big impact as well. I mean, I'm gonna it's somewhat redundant, but we brought in all 4 of these transfers, expecting them all to play a lot, and they will.
And then Cam Holden from UT Martin, 6'5", all Ohio Valley, second team, averages 15 points, 8 rebounds a game. Just looking at the stats, he looks like a Pat Scarry basketball player to me.
He's a junkyard dog. He's a good teammate. I've gotten to know his dad really well. He comes from a really good family. He's a very good passer. He can shoot it. He's really bought into the weights. He's competing defensively. He wants to win. I think he's willing to do those type of things, and he's really versatile. You can play him at really like 4 positions. So once again, these guys have felt like they've been here for a while. They've made for an incredibly enjoyable off season, but they are good players, and we're going to count on all of them to really help us. We're going to need them to all really help us.
Well, you're going to need them because it looks to me like you have your best non-conference schedule since you've been at Towson. You open up at Albany, tournament in Las Vegas, Thanksgiving, which is tough, and then you've got 2 quote-unquote guarantee games against Pitt, who you almost beat up in Pittsburgh a few years ago, and then go out to Ohio State in December along with Kent State. So tell me about the schedule and putting that non-conference schedule together. Yeah,
I mean, pre-pandemic, I think we played the 54th, 55th best non-conference schedule in the country. So, it's going to be a tough schedule. It's going to help get us ready for the CAA. We have tried to do that. Scheduling changes year to year. We would have liked to play more local teams. That didn't happen. We've always welcomed that, but everyone has different needs. But we're going to start out at Albany. That'll be a tough challenge. That's a great basketball area up in the Capital Region, and Dwayne Killings is the new head coach, and he's a terrific young coach, and he's got them playing hard, and they brought in some really good players, and they've returned some really good players. So that's going to be that's right now the Super Bowl test, and then then you get ready for the next one against Monmouth. I mean, it's that and then while you're doing that and you're trying to play your best on every given game night, you better be getting better and staying healthy over the course of the season, right? That's ultimately what it comes down to. So it's the journey starts as a coach. Sometimes you wish you had about 50 more days of practice. Players don't want any more practice, so we'll find out a lot about ourselves. We had a couple closed door scrimmages and some good things, and then some things that we've got to improve on. But I just can't say enough good things about the intent of this group. And then just, for me, selfishly, just how much I appreciate the chance to do this again normally, and just having the type of guys, players and staff that we've put together. I'm just really, really thankful for that. It's a lot of fun. At the end of the day, the ultimate fun comes in the ability to have success. But the process of what we've been going through every day since last spring really has been very, very enjoyable.
When you say you're thankful to be doing this, do you mean the basketball or the Tiger Basketball Report?
Well, obviously both. I mean, anytime you have an award-winning show like you and I, like I told someone the other day, I mean, I thought we were going to be on Netflix by now, Spiro, but that Squid Game thing kind of knocked us out the box,
It sure did. Well, I understand we might have a couple special guests this year during the course of the Tiger Basketball Report. Your wife and I discussed this, so I think we're going to make that happen. But anyway, Coach, we appreciate it. Home opener is November 13th against Monmouth. That's a Saturday night. Is it 15th, 13th, 15th? The first Saturday after the 9th, What is that?
That's a big day here at Towson, right? That's a big day. We have
a doubleheader, football, right. Basketball.
No, well, that's not triple header. We have volleyball at noon, football at 2, and then basketball at 7. Remember, Spiro, it is better to live one day as a tiger than 1,000 days as a sheep.